Okay. Hi and hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. It's time to do a tier list, another tier list video, yes, of the virtual band Gorillaz from Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett. So yeah, let's not waste any time and let's get to the albums. So first up we have their self-titled debut. I'm not gonna say much about it other than that this is a genuinely good album. Of course you have massive bangers such as, of course, Clint Eastwood in 2000. And of course, you have other nice tracks such as five, five out of four, and Starshine. Though this album would not be like that amazing, really due to how much better Gorillaz would become. And of course, at the time, Gorillaz seemingly, of course, broke out the scene with Clint Eastwood, and people, I guess, some people, I will only imagine, were kind of disappointed by the sounds of the record, how they kind of just mix 90s down-tempo alt rock with elements of trip hop and hip hop sounds to it. Though it's a record I didn't expect to be this diverse in their sound pretty early. And yeah, I think this is an overall genuinely good project. I've talked about it on the channel, so yeah, please check that video out. I praised it nonstop. Next up, we have Demon Days. Now, this record, Demon Days, is definitely something I even thought was very hard to grasp at first. And it's really because, especially with songs like Dare, even songs like Dare, really challenged my musical palette. And I personally think that's had nothing to do with the music, really. It had more to do with like the visuals of Gorillaz, specifically with the music video for Dare. And when I was first shown to it, I was wondering what the fuck is going on. But overall, I think this is nice. I think this is like a nice, amazing, and not even just nice. It's an amazing album. And do I think it's their best? It's arguable. I think it should be up for discussion. And of course, you have tracks like November Has Come with MF Doom. And honestly, I've never heard MF Doom, and I'm honestly sold on it. I'm honestly sold on MF Doom being like the lyrical wizard he is. And of course, you have Feel Good Inc., a massive banger of a song with De La Soul. And of course, you have Dirty Harry, straight out of a Saturday Mario cartoon. Like that fucking appeal would, of course, appeal on other Gorillaz projects from here on out. But this one captures that seamlessly. And of course, you have Kids with Guns and Old Green World and the title track Demon Days. Yeah, overall, it's an amazing project. It's definitely one I think people should invest your time in, especially if you're looking to get into Gorillaz music. Yeah, I would suggest this. Let's listen to this one first. Next up, we have Plastic Beach, which is their 2010 record. And one thing I forgot to mention in the beginning was the fact that amount of lore that would actually go into this record over here. A bit more of like a concept record of like plastic pollution, all that shit. And Plastic Beach has even a wider array of guests, and the amount of bangers that are on here, like there's not a single song I'm on the fence with or even questioning, really, because that every fucking track does not waste its time, especially with motherfucking Melancholy Hill, which I think it's Damon's most focused yet, especially like vocally speaking. And of course, you have White Flag with Cushy and Kano with the with Arabic music. And of course, you have the opener and the second track, which I should do consider more of the opener than the first track on here, with Snoop Dogg, Welcome to the World of Plastic Beach. Is almost as if he's like inviting me to like this world through like a portal. I kind of just want to stick my hand through and just reach there instead. And of course, you have Broken. I do like Superfast Jellyfish, given the fact that shit is so fucking, it sounds so fucking animated and colorful. And honestly, I understand people are not really big fans of Glitter Freeze, but for me, it's a track I think it deserves its own fucking Bible. It's a track that I think Damon really took a fucking step forward and took the risk and really took a fucking leap on that song. and I honestly think it's very fun and chaotic. It's very fun to listen to for me. So yeah, every track, not a fucking skip. And yeah, we'll casually put this in the S. Next up, we have The Fall, which I'm not gonna rate because I have not listened to it. And there's been like speculation, I guess, from some people that this may be not really a full, like, an official Gorillaz album project, as this was kind of made on the road from an iPad, Damon Albarn kind of said. But I personally think that if it's made on the road, I don't know if I would consider that necessarily an album of sorts, kind of like an extras, if you will. So yeah, I'm not gonna rate that as I haven't listened to it. So yeah, we won't get into that. Next up, we have their long-awaited goddamn album Humans in 2017. Now this was after an hiatus from the band, specifically Jamie Hewlett and Damon Albarn. They have been, after Plastic Beach, they have been kind of like disagreeing a lot where the band was going creatively and visually. And I have to say this fucking album is a goddamn disappointment from the start. Because, Jesus Christ, I don't know what Damon Albarn was doing on here. Like, overwhelming features. Like, even though, yes, Plastic Beach had overwhelming features, but on Plastic Beach, at least these features were used effectively and in sense of like actually trying something goddamn new and putting their own spin on it. With my problem with Humans is the fact that yeah, it's not really doing that, and the times it does is really on 2 tracks. For me personally, it's really only Saturn's Bars and goddamn Strobe Light. It's really the only things that's doing it on, at least in my opinion. But yeah, this album was goddamn disappointing. Production is usually okay at best, and the features usually don't measure up. And the Benjamin Clementine feature is goddamn awful too. So yeah, we'll put this in the D. Yeah, we'll put this in the damn D. What's next? Fuck. What was after this? Oh, that's right. The Now Now. Oh my god. The Now Now. Okay, so this one was a bit of a emotional reset for Gorillaz. I explained it on my channel, and I think it's good. I think it's something to offer here, and it pretty much has Damon Albarn singing, or rather 2D singing, kind of like a process of healing of some sorts. As I think this was kind of like the emotional reset that Damon Albarn kind of needed, especially with the fact that they kind of had, of course, their own. Of course, Damon, like I mentioned earlier, of course, all those disagreements and shit. And of course, as far as the lore goes, in my perspective, I think it's kind of 2D's like healing process of having to like endure a lot of those years of abuse from Murdoch. So yeah, I think the Now Now is good. I think that I like a lot of the more complete structure it had, more than I was told like that on The Fall. But yeah, it's overall a good project. Would I put it over the self-titled? Probably not, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. Next up, we have Song Machine. Oh my god, a great project. I really can't say how much I adore this and how it makes everything of what makes Gorillaz great. Of course, Strange Times is great. Of course, goddamn Momentary Bliss, like Jesus Christ, like a fucking headbanger of a song, especially by the last leg. And the features on here are actually measuring up. They actually measure up to the goddamn production they're accompanied by. I actually do like Friday the 13th. I actually do like the bit of dub reggae, especially from the lyrics from Octavian. And of course, I do get a fuck kick out of what's that one song? God damn it, it's leaving my brain. Aries. I do like that song as well. Like the production from Damon Albarn seems to have a massive step up from Humans and the Now Now. And honestly, overall, it's a great project. I definitely put this in the A. Maybe not as like amazing as Demon Days, but it's definitely great in its own right. It's it's definitely miles behind. However, I still consider it a great project. So yeah. So next up we have what the fuck is the most recent record, Cracker Island. I have recently talked about this album a bit on my channel. Of course, all these albums I talked about was pretty much on my channel. I talked about a bit, if not in full. And Cracker Island, I've listened to already. How do I feel about it? It's not that bad. It's actually surprisingly solid for an album I didn't really have much expectations for outside of the two songs I've already listened to, which was the title track and Skinny Ape. However, there are a few songs that just don't really make the cut. For me personally, I don't like Tired Influencer. I definitely don't like the goddamn New Gold. The new Booty Brown feature is goddamn terrible. Like it's nowhere near what he did on Dirty Harry. And the production is overwhelming as well. I don't mind Oil with Stevie Nicks. Also, the closer possession is surprisingly touching, as quite literally I kind of damn near shed a tear when I was listening to that shit. And it's a song I think 2D actually, songs like that is kind of like where I think 2D fits more, just kind of like how he did on the Now, even when he did on Humans with Busted and Blue. So yeah, how do I feel about the project? It's solid. However, I would easily pick the Now over this. So yeah, these are fucking carbon copies. So yeah, look, that's my thoughts, tier list of Gorillaz, and yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Did you disagree? Did you agree? Let me know. Please tell me in the comments below. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all later.